Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is the first game of the 2007 postseason as determined by rolling all the Cleveland Indians games and playing hyper-fast scoring for the rest of the games. Today is a game between the NL East champion New York Mets and the NL West champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, they both finished with the same record, but since the Dodgers won the head-to-head series, they get home field advantage for the game. And today's pitching matchup is Oliver Perez for the Mets and Derek Lowe for the Dodgers. And we'll go ahead and give you the lineups for the Mets here. Leading off and playing shortstop Jose Reyes. Batting second and playing second is Luis Castillo. Batting third and playing third is Captain America David Wright. Cleaning up and playing center field, Carlos Beltran. Batting fifth and playing left field, Moises Alou. Batting sixth and playing first base, Carlos Delgado. Batting seventh and catching is Paul LaDuca. Batting eighth and playing right field is Lastings Millage. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Oliver Perez. And the defensive alignment for the Dodgers, starting in left field and going left to right. Andre Ethier in left, Juan Pierre in center, and Matt Kemp in right. Nomar Garcia-Parra at third, Rafael Furcal at short, Jeff Kent at second, and James Loney at third, with Russell Martin catching, Derek Lowe. I will be using the gray die as the lead dice, and then these purple and blue dice as the other two dice. All right, and here is Jose Reyes. And a 6-7 leading off is a second base X. Second base for 4 is a 4 for Jeff Kent and a 3, and that should get through for a hit. And it will. So, you're a Mets fan. This is what you want. You want your leadoff batter to get on. And with a double-A Steeler, he starts at a 17. Held on makes him a 15. Martin is a -2, makes him a 13. I think they're going to go ahead and send him. So 1 to 13 chance. And he's in there with a 6. So the top 4 in the lineup for the Mets are either double-A or A Steelers. So they do have a lot of speed. So, stolen base for Reyes gets him in scoring position for Luis Castillo. Let me just give you a little, since we don't actually play, I'll give their actual stats. Reyes batted .280 with 12 homers, 57 RBIs, and 78 steals in 2007. Castillo came into the game with a .296 average, 1 homer. Hold on, let me see if that's his total stats. Timeout. All right, sorry about that. That was actually Luis Castillo's Mets card. I'm actually going to use his total card. So Castillo on the season, .301 average, 1 homer, 38 RBIs, 19 steals. And here's the pitch. They will definitely hold Reyes on. Here's Castillo. 4-5. And, against the lefty, that's a fly ball to center. And Reyes will hold 1 away. And here is David Wright. Wright hit .325 with 30 homers and 107 RBIs, and he stole 34 bases. And here's the pitch to David Wright. 5-7 swing and a miss, strike 3. So big strikeout for David Wright. And here's Carlos Beltran. .278 average, 33 homers, 112 RBIs. Runner on second with 2 down. Big opportunity early for the Mets. And a 1-6. Found the hole in the 1 column. Ground ball to second. And the leadoff single does no damage. And we go to the bottom of the first. The Mets nothing and the Dodgers coming to bat. And so the lineup for the Dodgers: for Call, Pierre and Loney, Kent, Garcia, Parra, and Martin, Kemp, Ethier, and Lowe. And Oliver Perez on the season went 15-10 with a 3.56 ERA and walked 79 and struck out 174 in 177 innings pitched. Derek Lowe on the season, just to give you kind of opposition: 12 wins, 14 losses, 3.88 ERA in 199 innings pitched, walked 59 and struck out 147. So I know a little bit weird for a Game 1 starter, but then again, neither the Dodgers nor the Mets made the playoffs. Oh, another thing I guess I should also mention, I'll have to look up for pitcher injuries. I don't think they counted in 2007, but if anything reads plus injury, I will be playing injuries. And if the injury games are greater than the number of games in the series, they can be replaced, but won't be able to play until the 2 series after. So like if somebody gets injured now and has to be replaced, they can't play until the World Series. 4-9 for Call. And against Furcal does not have normal power, but because he's a right-handed batter, that actually works out for him. A 13, and that's a leadoff double for Rafael Furcal. And they will definitely hold Furcal on, who hit 270 with 6 homers and 47 RBIs. And here's Juan Pierre, the Dodge former Marlin and White Sox, among other teams. 293 average, no homers, 41 RBIs, but did steal 64 bases. And here's Juan Pierre. 4-4, that's the center fielder. Beltran is a 1, so a 4 will definitely be in range. And Furcal will stay put. 1 away. Here's James Loney. Probably should have put a more right-handed lineup in, but best hitters are your best hitters. Loney on the season: 331 average, 15 homers, 67 RBIs, and 344 at-bats. And there's a base hit to left field. They were holding Furcal on. Lowe is a +1 arm, so Furcal bumps up to a 17. They will send him. Here's the throw to the plate. It's a 19, and he is out. So great, we'll say Lowe throws it through to the plate, and they get Furcal. And Section 518 cheers, but Dodger Stadium groans. So 2 down, runner on first for Loney. He will not be held on. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent, 302 average, 20 homers, and 79 RBIs. Not one of his better seasons. And that's a tough ground ball to second. Castillo is a 2 and a 7. He will make the play, throw to first, and that will retire the side. So Moises Alou with the nice throw keeps the game scoreless, and we go to the second, no score. And Alou will lead off the top of the second. Alou, Delgado, and LaDuca. LaDuca, of course, also a former Dodger. Here's Moises Alou, World Series champion in 1997 with the Marlins. Makes me kind of gag wanting to say that, but it's the truth. And against the righty, that's a fly ball to left. 1 away, and here is Carlos Delgado, who is in the 4 home runs in 1 game club. He did it as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays in 2003, I believe. 1-9, and that's a fly ball to right. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. And here's Paul LaDuca. LaDuca on the 07 season at 272 with 9 homers and 54 RBIs. And a 4-5 is a fly ball to right in 1-2-3 inning for the Mets here in the second. We go to the bottom half. The Mets nothing and the Dodgers nothing. And here's Nomar Garciaparra, of course, former Boston Red Sox. .6'5", and against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Oliver Perez. Here's Russell Martin, who at 293 with 19 homers and 87 RBIs, stole 21 bases as a catcher. I think him and John Wathan might be the only A-stealing catchers you'll probably find in Stratomatic. And that's a base hit. No, 110. No, against the lefty. That's a fly ball to left. 2 down. And here's Matt Kemp, who hit .342 with 10 homers and 42 RBIs and 292 at-bats. Gets the start in right field for the Dodgers. And a 1-8 base hit to center field. And here's Andre Ethier. Ethier, 284 average, 13 homers, 64 RBIs on the regular season. And a 1-5 against the lefty. That's a base hit. Going to third is Kemp. And runners on the corner, and that'll bring up Lowe, who's using pitcher hitting card number 1. And Lowe is a right-handed batter, and that's ball 4. Oh my. And now bases are, oh sorry, I forgot to even put the base runners on. Bases are loaded with 2 down for Rafael Furcal. Chance for the Dodgers to take an early lead here. And they will. Not, wait a minute, they will, yes. That 18 is driven into the gap. Scoring from third is Kemp. Scoring from second is Ethier. Hitting third is Lowe. He was not being held on, so he starts at the generic 1 to 10. Gets bumped up to a 12, or gets up to 11. Bumps up to a 13 for being 2 outs. That ball is hit to center field. Beltran is a -3, so they'll put the brakes on there. 2-run double for Rafael Furcal, and the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. Here's Juan Pierre, 7th man to bat in the inning. To 6 against the lefty. And that's a base hit to center field. Scoring from third is Lowe. Scoring from second is Furcal. And the Mets have a 4-0 lead. And you might think they might want to go to the bullpen right now. see, the Mets. I did throw a couple of starters in there, but they are rated for relief. Orlando El Duque Hernandez and Mike Pelfrey are loosening in the pen. And then here's James Lowe. If they allow another hit, then I'm kind of going to be forced to go to the pen. I might. .511 to the left fielder. Lowe is a 4, and this misses his range check, which is actually pretty okay. 10 is not in range. He is an E10. So he will need an 8 to 11 to retire Lowe. Make sure that's correct. E10, 8 to 11. And that will retire the side as Lowe makes some nice catch. But the Dodgers put up 4 on all with 2 outs on 3 hits and a walk. And so after 2 complete, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Mets nothing. And they'll let Perez stay out, but he might not be too much longer if this continues. Millage, Perez, and Reyes. And that's the infamous clicking noise of the die falling off the edge. We'll redo that one again. And a 2-7 against a righty. Ground ball to second. And that will retire Millage, 1 away. And Perez is up using pitcher hitting card number 2. 1 away. 3-9, ground ball to first. And Lowe will take it to the bag himself, 2 away. And here's Jose Reyes, whose single is the only hit so far for the Mets. 3-4, and that's a ground ball to short. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. They have now, Lowe has retired 9 in a row after that leadoff single. And we go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers lead 4-0. Okay. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent grounded out his last time up. Six against a righty. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. Here's Nomar Garciaparra. Three-seven. And no holes in the left-hander's column. Ground ball to second. And that will retire Garciaparra, 2 away. And that brings up Russell Martin, who flew out his last time up. Five-9. That's to the shortstop. And that 9 is going to be out of range for Reyes. He is an E12. So Reyes will need a 5-10 to make the play and retire the side. And there's an 8, so that will retire the side. 1-2-3 inning, exactly what, if you were a Mets fan, you wanted after giving up 4 runs. But they need to score runs themselves as they are trailing 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. Castillo, Wright, and Beltran due up. Here's Luis Castillo. He's also an ex-Marlin. and an ex-Twin. In fact, he came over from the Twins in a trade in this 07 season. Five, seven, either side, swing and a miss, strike three. And here is David Wright, one of the all-time great Mets in their history. 1-9, and he draws a one-out walk. He walked 94 times in 2007. Here's Beltran. They will hold on right, definitely. He's a double-A stealer with 34 steals and 39 attempts. But he will not be going anywhere with down 4 runs. All right, here's Beltran. 5-5, switch hitter, batting left-handed, swing and a miss, strike three. Third strikeout for Derek Lowe. And here's Moises Alou with 2 outs and nobody on. Five Ford, the center fielder. Ooh, Pierre as a 3 range will not be able to get to that as a 3. And he cuts it off, and they will hold Alou to a single. Going to third is right. And the Mets have runners on the corners with 2 down for Carlos Delgado. Of course, started his career with the Blue Jays, but not as a first baseman, but as a catcher. He also played third base, I believe. All right, here's Delgado. 6-4 to the shortstop for call. 2 and a 4. That should be good play to end the inning, and it is. So Furcal makes a nice ranging play towards second, throws to first to get Delgado, and that will retire the side. The Mets strand 2, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. Mets trail 4-0, and if the Mets somehow get first 2 on in the next inning, Perez is due up 3rd in the inning, and we may pull him for a pinch hitter, as they need runs. All right, here's Matt Kemp, second time through the order for bottom third of the order. Kemp, Ethier, and Lowe, as they started the 4-run rally at the last inning with a single. 112 against the lefty, fly ball to right. That will retire Kemp 1 away. Here's Andre Ethier. 2-6, ground ball back to the mound. Perez retires Ethier 2 away. And Derek Lowe walked with 2 outs his first time up, using pitcher hitting card number 1. I'll turn that right side up so you all can see it this time. 4-10 against a righty. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to short. So 1-2-3 inning for Perez here in the 4th. And we go to the 5th. Lowe will face the bottom of the order, LaDuca, Millage, and we'll see if Perez bats. Like I said, if they get first 2 on, then you don't have a decision. I think you have to pull Perez for a pinch hitter. But if there's 2 outs, I'll probably keep Perez in. 4-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Lasting's Millage. 3-7. That's a 1-6 base hit. That's a 9. So that's a line drive right to third for Garcia Parra. 2 down, and we'll let Perez hit with 2 outs and nobody on. As he's done quite well since that outburst. And a 4-7. Perez batting left-handed. 1-18 single. That's an 11. So Perez with a base hit. Maybe that'll start a rally of their own, 2-out rally of their own. Here's Jose Reyes, singled and grounded out in 2 appearances. Five, 10, catcher X chance. Oh, just missed a home run chance. Catcher is, well, it's not in range, whoever it is. Martin would have been a 1, so that would have been a lot of possibilities. Martin is an E1, so unless it's a 2 with some other shenanigans, or 2 or 3 is the only chances for errors. Oops, don't need the D20. Nope, so we'll say little dribbler out in front of the plate. Martin says he has it, throws to first, and that will retire the side. So Mets strand 1 on a single. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers still lead 4-0. And due up for the Dodgers for call, Pierre and Lowe. One 8 against the lefty, base hit for Furcal. So Furcal is 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single, and they will hold him on. And down 4-0. I don't think I'm going to bunt. But Pierre did have a 2-run single. No, yeah, 2-run single his last time up. .310 against the lefty, ground ball to second. They'll get for call at second, but the return throw will not be in time. And Pierre replaces for call at first. 1 away. And they will definitely hold Pierre on. Here's James Lowe. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A 1-8 base hit. Going to third is Pierre. And I think it might be time to go get Perez. Let's see. Billy Wagner is your closer. Sean Weiss is later innings. I think we'll use Aaron Heilman will come into the game. Heilman was 7-7 with a 3.03 ERA and 86 innings pitched. So Heilman will now come into the game. Infield will be brought in for Jeff Kent. Actually, he does much. There's not as many of the walk totals here against the lefty. So Kent will come into bat. Infield brought in. 1, 2. And that's a base hit. A little dribbler gets through. Scoring from third is Pierre. Going to second is Lowe. And it's now 5-0. Here's Nomar Garcia-Parra. For 6. Popped him up to second. 2 away. And here's Russell Martin. Six, 7, single to 4, so that's a line out to shortstop, and that will retire the side, but the Dodgers add on, and after 5 complete, it's the Dodgers 5, and the Mets nothing. And this is Lowe's point of weakness inning. Oops. He is actually due up third in the bottom of the 6th, so they'd like for him to, even if he can get through this unscathed, they'd like for him to go a little further if he can. But if not, they'd like to at least get him through this inning to get to the pinch hitter. All right, Castillo is 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. And that's another foul ball. So that's 2 for this game. We'll do it again. Three, 9, fly ball to left. 1 away. And here's David Wright. He's a walk and a strikeout today, so 0 for 1 officially. 5-12. Just missed a home run chance. First base X chance. First base for the Dodgers is Lowe at a 2 and a 5. Should not be a big deal. Nope. So Lowe, nice play. Throws to Lowe covering. 2 up, 2 down. For Beltran. Beltran is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. I'd like him to get off the ground here. 3-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. So looks like Lowe will be allowed to pitch into the 7th inning. Heilman will stay out, and he got the final 2 outs in the fifth inning, so he'll stay out for the 6th. Kemp, Ethier, and Lowe. Kemp is 1 for 2 with a single. Two, 7 against a righty, fly ball to center. 1 away. And here's Andre Ethier. He's also 1 for 2 with a single. 6-4 against a lefty. Oof. Don't want to mess around with that column. Fly ball to center, and second put out for Beltran. And here's Derek Lowe, 0 for 1 with a walk. Four, 7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Heilman does his job. He did allow the 1 inherited run, but pitched an inning in 2/3. And we go to the top of the 7th. Looks like we'll have Joe Smith or Pedro Feliciano loosening for the Mets. Okay, so Alou, Delgado, and LaDuca for the Mets here in the top of the 7th. Lowe pitching a fantastic game. Faced 22 batters in 6 innings, so 4 over the minimum. And the Mets will get bullpen action themselves, or the Dodgers will get bullpen action. Joe Beimel and Scott Proctor are loosening in the pen. Here's the pitch to Lowe. 1-6. And that's a 6, and that's a leadoff double for Lowe, as Mets fans are happy. Lowe is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Let's see. Do they want to let him pitch to Delgado? If Delgado gets a hit, then they will pull Lowe. And here's the pitch to Delgado. Up 5-0 for the Dodgers. 4-7 against the lefty. That's a base hit on a 16. Going to third is Lowe. And that will be it for Lowe. As they will get, let's see, 7th inning. Let's go Scott Proctor. So Proctor will come in. Actually, do they want to double switch with? No, because Lowe just hit, so they're fine. Okay, so Proctor will come into the game with first and third, and the Dodgers will play the infield back. They'll gladly give up a run for 2 outs if possible. So here comes LaDuca. Best rally that the Mets have gotten all day here in the top of the 7th, with nobody out here in the top of the 7th and first and third. And here's LaDuca facing Proctor. 6-6 fly ball to center field. This will be caught, but that is deep enough to score a Lowe from third. And the Mets break the shutout bid and now trail 5-1. As Lowe scores from third, RBI for LaDuca. And here is Lasting's millage. Let's see who we get. We'll get somebody off the bench to hit for Heilman. Let's see, against a righty, we will have Marlon Anderson on deck if needed. All right, here's Lasting's millage. Actually, they're going to pinch hit for millage. Sean Green will come in and pinch hit for millage. Actually, no, you won't. I already announced it, so I have to do it. Okay. So Sean Green will hit for millage. A little early to do it in the 7th, but going to do it. So Green will pinch hit and play right field for millage. Millage was 0 for 2 on the day. And here's Sean Green. 5-10 against a lefty. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Just missed it. Green will stay out. So Marlon Anderson will now hit for Heilman. And Feliciano will come out and pitch the bottom of the 7th. No, we'll have Joe Smith come out for the bottom of the 7th. Okay, Joe Smith will come out. So Marlon Anderson will hit for and they're not holding on Delgado. Here's the pitch to Anderson. Dodgers leading 5-1. 6-12. Pitcher X14 is out of range. Proctor is an E0. Now, let me check what the rule for pitcher injury is. Timeout. So that can't happen in National League games. It's only when the designated hitter comes up, and it's a 6-12 rule. So Proctor is fine. He is an E0, so that's an automatic out. So 1-3. And that will retire the side. The Mets get on the board, but still trail 5-1 as it's stretch time here at Dodger Stadium. Okay, and Joe Smith will come onto the game, former Indian himself. And he will replace Heilman. And he will face Furcal, Pierre, and Loney. Furcal is 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. And here's the pitch to Furcal. Five, 7, second base X. 11 is out of range for Castillo. He's an E26. 8-10 or a 12. And that's a 5. That will not get the job done. And Luis Castillo has made an error. And they will, well, 4 runs. No, they won't send him. And Pierre will swing away. They'll hold runner on. Pierre is 1 for 3, singled and reached on a fielder's choice. 5-5, shortstop X. 14 will be in range. Can they turn 2? Reyes, a 2 and a 14. No, in fact, his only play is the first. So they get the out at first, but going to second is for call. It's almost a good show, almost like a bunt there. So moving to second is for call, 1 away. And here's James Loney, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. One 4, ground ball to second. And moving to third is for call, but there are 2 outs. Here's Jeff Kent, former Met himself. Six, 9, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the error does not hurt. And we go to the top of the 8th. I think we'll use, let's see here. No, we're going to use Rudy Cianez here in the 8th inning. Also another former Indian, Mr. Cianez. And Cianez will face the top of the order. In the top of the 8th, Reyes, Castillo, and Wright, who have got top 4 have a combined 1 hit and 1 walk and 12 at bats. So that's got to be better for game 2. As the Mets trail 5-1. At the end of the game, I'll give you what the schedule is going to be for the entire series. And here's Reyes, 1 for 3. And that's a base hit for Reyes. It's not the start you wanted if you're Rudy Cianez. Definitely hold him on. Here's Luis Castillo, 0 for 3. (6-2). Switch hitter batting left-handed. That 2 falls in range. However, Castillo is not normal power, but that will count as a single. Moving to third is Reyes. And the Mets have runners on the corners with nobody out. Joe Beimel is loosening in the pen. And here's David Wright. One swing of the bat, and this game could be a heck of a lot closer. And the Dodgers will play the infield back. They'll play normal. Try to get double play for 2 outs. 5-8. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So big strikeout for Cianez. Here's Carlos Beltran. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 1-9. And that ball is hit deep to left field. Back goes Ethier, and that ball is out of here. 3-run homer for Beltran. Probably not the spot you wanted it. You wanted it to tie up the game, but the game is now 5-4. As there is much booing in And will that be it for Beimel? Or for Cianez? No, I don't want to bring in Beimel because that's a lefty and that's an automatic home run chance. We'd rather let him earn it. Could bring in Broxton. We'll leave Cianez as. If he gives up another hit, then we'll pull him. Once he's got the 2 there. All right, here's Moises Alou. 5-4. This game's now gotten a little more interesting. 4-4 to the shortstop. And Furcal is not a 1, so that's a base hit. And Cianez does not have it. And they will go to the bullpen and they will go to Jonathan Broxton. And the Mets will get Pedro Feliciano loosening in the pen. He will come in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Delgado, runner on first, not being held on. (1-6), and that's a 15. So that's too, as we would say, too high. As he just got it off the end of the bat and flies out to center fielder Juan Pierre, 2 down. And here's Paul LaDuca. LaDuca is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. And that's a ground ball to short, and that will retire the side. But the 3-run homer by Beltran makes it a 5-4 game. As here comes Pedro Feliciano to come in and try to keep the game at 5-4. Takashi Saito, who is the Dodgers closer, is loosening in the pen. And if this stays within a 3-run deficit, 3-run lead, he will stay in the game. So here is Feliciano. He will face Garcia Parra, Martin, and Kemp here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-5 against the lefty, popped him up, foul territory. And the third baseman, David Wright, puts it away, 1 away. And here's Russell Martin. Martin 0 for 3 on the day. 3-2. Oh boy. And that hit him. And that means injury chance. And I will use the basic advanced injury chart, as you can see in the where it says injuries in the upper right-hand corner there. On a 1 to 4, he can stay in the game. And the rest, he has to at least miss 1 game. And that's a 9, and he has to miss 2 games. So I'll have to put that in the in fact, I might just have him miss the entire series. Let's see. Because I won't have a backup catcher. And we'll get, let's see here. Wilson Valdez will run for Martin. And then Mike Lieberthal will catch for the rest of the game and have to play for the next 2 games. That hurts. Okay, so Martin probably gets hit on the hand. So Valdez will run for him, and Lieberthal will take over. And I'll have to see if maybe I can get another. Oh, I do have another. Yeah, the Mets have another catcher on their roster. Mark Sweeney will be our emergency catcher if needed. Let's hope that's not needed. All right, here's Matt Kemp. They will not hold Valdez on. And that's a base hit to center field. Valdez runs at a 14, but not being held on makes him a 15. 1-7 to center field. That's Beltran a -3. 1 to 12, they'll hold him up. And here's Andre Ethier. Let's see. They will have Andy LaRoche will come on deck to pinch hit. And here's the pitch to Ethier. 3-7. And against the lefty, ground ball to second. They weren't holding anybody on. Not that I do the pluses anyways. I won't do them now. Ground ball to second. Castillo to Reyes to Delgado. Inning-ending double play. And we go to the top of the ninth. And now Lieberthal has a +1 arm, so now you know that if any of this, well, they got to get speedsters on first. And here comes Takashi Saito. Saito, 2-1 record, 39 saves. Don't know how many blue. And a 1.40 ERA, allowing 33 hits and 64 innings pitched. And wow, is that nasty against righties with only 2 walks. Okay, come on for Broxton. And he will face Sean Green. The Mets will get a... Oops. Okay. Looks like Ruben Goat. Wait a minute. Yeah, Ruben Gotay will come on deck to pinch hit. And it'd be Green, Gotay, and Reyes here in the top of the ninth. And here's the pitch to Sean Green. 6-7 against the lefty, popped him up. First base side, and Lowe will put it away. And here's Gotay, switch hitter batting left-handed. And here's the pitch to Gotay. 5-11. And against the lefty, that's a first base X chance. First baseman is Lowe. He's a 2, but a 9 will not be in range. Nope. He is an E17, an 8, or 10 through 12. And Gotay will be retired. And there's a 10. So nice play by Lowe. Throws to Saito covering. 2 away. Last hope is Jose Reyes for the Mets. (6-5), and that's a ground ball to second. And that will be picked up by Kent. Throws over to Lowe, and that's your ball game. Oh, final score in a close one. Mets do lose game 1, 5-4, but the bigger story is that Russell Martin is out for 2 games, and Mike Lieberthal will have to catch. I'll be right back with your totals and with the rest of the postseason schedule. Okay, totals for this game. Dodgers 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Mets 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Your winning pitcher is Derek Lowe. The losing pitcher is Oliver Perez. And Takashi Saito will get the save for the Mets, who take a 1-game-to-none lead. All right, so I've kind of tiered this out. See if I can just get the schedule in. I'll just fold this over. Okay. Whoops. Hold on. All right, as I got rudely interrupted here, I'll see if I can't combine this with the other video. Here is the schedule for the rest of the games. I don't know if you can read that very well. Next game will be the first game between the Cubs and the Rockies will be the next game, and then the Indians and the Red Sox. So I kind of tiered this to where you'll get game 5s on separate days. So last 2 games will be the AL Series game 5s. All right, and whatever games, I'll just finish this off. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.